Hi, Sane here, and I was about to make a video about 3-point perspective. But then I thought maybe I should first make a video about warm-up exercises so it's not that difficult for you to draw in 3-point perspective. So let's get started. First I'm going to close this, and now I'm going to show you few exercises you can do to warm up before you draw anything. But before we draw, I would recommend you draw from your elbow or your shoulder and not from your wrist. I will give you an example. So wait a second. Here is an example. So think of this thing as your arm. Now let's see the range of motion if we would draw to from our wrist. So transform. I'm going to put this here, and now let's see. This is the motion of the range of motion you would be able to draw if you were to draw from our wrist. Now let's see if we were to draw from our elbow. So now our range of motion will increase. Now as you can see, now if we were to draw from our shoulder, so maybe we may not be as precise as we would be with our fingers, but the range of motion will surely increase. So again here on the joint, I have also given some examples here. I have drawn myself with my finger, wrist, elbow and shoulder, and I have also given some tips here, so what eventually all of these can be useful for. So now let's not waste any time, let's get started with our exercise. So I have prepared 4 exercises for this video. So first one being taking a dot and drawing another dot and trying to connect it with one line, one single stroke. So I would recommend focusing on the target rather than the beginning, the end. Okay, so focus here and it should be much easier. So ghosting few times and then drawing it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least try to be as do your best as much as possible. So again I will first draw 5 dots, and then I would focus mainly on drawing the lines. So again focus here. So yeah, that's it for the lines, and as I get comfortable with this I will move on to longer lines, but for this video this is it. I'm not going further on this topic, so let's move on to the second one. So the second one being drawing a curve. So again try to focus on ghosting and focus on the last one, this one. And if you are not comfortable with doing it in one stroke like this, what you can do is draw 3 dots. First try connecting this like this, and then connect from this to this. Maybe it's not as good as this, but I won't actually focus on precision. If I was to draw it like I usually do, even after drawing the dots I would focus on the flow. This looks more dynamic. So yeah, not only going in one direction, I would try to go in different direction with different dots, from left to right, ghosting 5 times, from right to left. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it looks good, that means you're somewhat, but at least try to get it right. So now let's move on to the third one. The third one is trying to draw a circle. So to draw a circle, but in order to draw a circle, I would recommend you get good with this, so it becomes easy for you. Then circles are going to be even more easier than this. So if you want, if it's not going correct, maybe you are going too fast or too slow, so keep that also in your mind. So ghosting 5 times, it's not perfect, but it's good. And doing it 5 more times, if I would try to do it in the opposite direction as I said before, so it's not too easy for me. mm, yeah. And some freehand without the dots. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can try. You can even try drawing ellipses. Draw two lines, draw two dots and draw a line, connect them, and draw the ellipse. Again, line, ellipse, line, ellipse. Now the fourth one and the last one is drawing the wave. So what I want you to do is draw a random wave. Now try to copy it as precisely as possible. Not like this. If you want to go slow, just be slow. A little slower is okay. And I would recommend you have fun with this because it's very fun. Let's say I want to draw a line like this. No, not this. It's really, yeah, a line like this. And I would try to be as precise as possible. It's very fun. Maybe like this. Yeah, and this is all. So I hope you practice this, and I will make a video about 3-point perspective. And after doing this, the 3-point perspective video drawing the straight line should be much easier. So yeah, that's all. Hope you like the video and find it helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.